The UN's Joint Special Envoy to Syria is in a meeting with President Bashar al-Assad in Damascus. Kofi Annan is in Syria to discuss a peace process to end the conflict. Now, Annan has admitted current international pressure and solutions have failed so far. It's his third visit to the country this year, and it comes days after countries at the Friends of Syria meeting called for stricter sanctions. Well, Syria's president hit back, saying the U.S. and Western powers are helping to destabilize the country by supporting armed gangs. Speaking on German television, Bashar al-Assad denied responsibility for killing civilians. Now, he insists the international community is wrong and that he still has the support of the Syrian people.
The president shouldn't run away from challenge, and we have national challenge now in Syria. The president shouldn't escape the situation. But from the other side, you can stay as president, you can stay in this position only when you have the public support.
It comes at a time of increasing international pressure for the Syrian government to end the violence in the country. This unverified film claims to show heavy shelling by government forces in the city of Homs on Sunday. But the president blamed the United States for helping gangs to destabilize his country.
If you want to know who killed, you have first to know who has been killed. We cannot tell about the criminal without knowing about the victims. Those victims that you're talking about, the majority of them are government supporters. So how can you be the criminal and the victim at the same time?
The UN Special Envoy Kofi Annan has arrived in Syria to hold talks with the president later today. But Mr. Annan has conceded that his peace plan has failed, and the UN is now hoping to find a political solution to this crisis.
Kofi Annan has arrived in Damascus for talks with Syria's president in a bid to salvage something of his peace plan. The visit comes a day after the UN Special Envoy admitted his efforts had so far failed to end 16 months of bloodshed. Annan arrived at the hotel where the United Nations observers have been staying since suspending their patrols because of the sharp rise in violence. This latest amateur video, posted on social media websites, appears to show Syrian military vehicles driving through the streets of unnamed towns. There's been no attempt by the military to withdraw from residential areas as stipulated in the Annan plan.
We discussed the need to end the violence and ways and means of doing so. We agreed an approach which we would also share with which I will share with the armed opposition. I also stress the importance of moving ahead with a political dialogue, which the president accepts.
On Sunday, Hillary Clinton once again called on the Syrian regime to set up a transition of power.
There's a chance to save the Syrian state from a catastrophic assault that would be very dangerous, not only to Syria, but to the region.
For the Syrian opposition, these are just words, and what they need are actions.
The regime can still buy arms from Russia. It can still buy technology to spy on rebels. Nothing has changed.
Meanwhile, bombs keep falling across Syria. Several cities came under fire on Sunday, killing dozens of people.